Hello everyone, my name is Murat and today I will talk about DOM manipulation in JavaScript, which is document object model manipulation. And I don't want to get into technicalities too much. I want to make something as practical as possible because I remember when I first started learning about the DOM, I was a little bit overwhelmed. So I want to show you the most basic bare bones on how to deal with it. So I have a static web page, as you can see, to-do list, something very basic. I have some elements, and well, while right now this is a website, I mean, it's some sort of a website. It's static and well, it's not very interesting, like it's like the websites from 90s. You can read, but you cannot do anything. It's not a web application. So I want to do some things with it. And in order to do that, this is how DOM works, Like there are these elements on the HTML. I want to use JavaScript to grab them, specify them, grab them, and manipulate them, do something with or to them. So, well, let's see our application first. Oh, sorry. I have the most basic bones of a JavaScript application, an app.js file, an index.html file, and a style CSS file. And by the way, I'm using an extension called live server in VS Code. I recommend it. So here, when I say go live, it will go live. Tack, here. So I don't have to create a server for it. So let's see what we have in our application. So in my HTML, I just have a div of wrapper that contains a title to-do list. This one, we can see it here too. Tack, tack. You see. Title under the title, in an unordered list with the ID of to-dos and some list elements, and then there is an after the unordered list there is an input element because I want to add new to-do elements into my code. And in my style CSS I have just some basic things like I have a flex box because I want to I want to position this into the middle. So I mean, you don't have to check this a lot. I will put it. I will put the GitHub link to the description. Also, I have one extra style, but we are gonna talk about later. I mean, we are gonna use it to opt out the to do. So this is what we are gonna build, and let's start. So I mean, what can we do with DOM? What should I do? Like I want to grab something. I want to see whether can I whether if can I grab something or not. Let's let's grab the title. Why not? Like I have a h2 element with the ID of title. How do I grab it? Let's say const title equals, and I love GitHub Copilot. So, oh my God. No, let's not go with that way. So it already gave something to me. It said document, which is the document, DOM, document object model. So document query selector. And since this is an ID, I should do it like so. Okay, so if everything went correctly, I should have grabbed these title elements. And yes, I have the, don't worry about this. Just see when I write console log, we can see, yes, I grabbed it. This is one way, query selector. I could have done this in a different manner. How? Get elements by ID. You see, like this is emmet, I guess. Whenever I click on something on my JS file, it shows me the possible things that I can do with that element, document element, document. Tack. You see? And it should do the same. You see, there's no difference. I still have the element. But right now I'm not gonna do anything with it. I mean, uh, I can do some things with it. I can, uh, let's try, like, um, what can I do with it? I can change it, like title. If I save, let's see what happens. Wow. So let's delete that. So since I grabbed the title element using JavaScript, so right now this code in at line 11 goes along, grabs this element in HTML in line 12. And okay, sorry, I didn't mention it, but I was thinking that you will know how a JavaScript application works. Sorry about that. It's my first course, so be gentle. Um, you see that my JavaScript, my HTML application is including the app.js file so that I can interact with it. If this wasn't here, I couldn't do any of this anyway. Um, now since I got this title, as you can see, I can change it. You know, I can do anything I want with it. Not anything, but many things. So I say title, I can say inner HTML too. You see, like either inner HTML or text content, doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but text content is better. I use text content more. So I get the element, this to-do list, the title element, and I can change its text content as I wish, like hello world or your world, whatever I want. But we are not gonna do that because we don't need it. What we are going to do, uh, what we are going to do, uh, let's do some other things. I don't know actually. It's not very structured, but let's do some things. I want to, uh, for instance, I want that when I click one of these, that they should change their behavior. Like when I click one of the elements, I want to see that they are opt out. So I want to draw a line through them. So how can I do that? You know, I showed you the done class in my style CSS file. This is text decoration line through. So I want to apply this style on these elements. How do I do that? Let's try. Let's, I mean, first of all, I need to grab these elements, right? Like I need to grab them. I need them. How do I grab? So, well, I have my title. Let's grab the unordered list too. Just just so it stays somewhere. It's wonderful, man. Now I have my to-do list. Yeah, this is better. Now I have my to-do list. Console log to-do list. Let's see what it is. Yes, I get it. But it's not important. This is not what we are looking for right now. I want to get these three elements so that I can do some things to them. Let's get them. How do we get them? Well, there are actually a couple of methods. Let's see all of them. Both of them actually. Two of them is enough. Const elements, because these are elements. No, elements. Yes, because I will get all of them. Document. Now, these have class names, so I can either use query selector all or get elements by class name. So let's use query selector all. I mean, I can either do this or do this. They are both the same, you know? Let's go with this. And now console log elements. So log elements. Tack. Aha. I have an HTML collection now. it's similar to an array. It has different properties, but it's similar to JavaScript array. But I have an HTML collection now. It's very interesting. You see, I can do some already. I can do some things with it. Let's see. You know, my first element here is learn HTML. Let's change it. I mean, because we can do that. You know, like because this when I got this with document again, document the whole document. Get elements by class name because they have the class name of elements, so it will get all of them as a node collection, you know, HTML node collection, but it's very similar to an array, so I can do this. Wait, console log, you know, arrays start with the index of 0, so if I save this, it should put out learn HTML here on the console. Tak. Ah, sorry. I should show the text content. Yes. Bam. Learn HTML. You see? So, what? How? I mean, what did I do there? So, you know, I got all the elements, all the 3 elements here, and put them into an array-like structure named elements. So I can select each one of them, 0, index 0, 1, and 2. So I can select them, and I can get their text content. I can even change that text content. Let's do that. Elements 0. You see, now when I save this file, learn HTML will turn into new text. Bam. This is what DOM manipulation is, but we are not just going to stop with here. So now what did I say? We want something to happen. So I think I need a function, a click function, you know, like document, add event listener, click. Oh my god. I just love, because I wrote this code and it gives me directly. I love GitHub Copilot. So wait, bam, it's crazy. So what did we do? Okay, I will explain all of this. So here I start with document, and I can add an event listener to the document, which means that I mean, if I didn't have these, let's comment this out. Console log clicked. Tack. So whenever I click anywhere on the page, as you can see, this number goes further and further, augments. When I click something on the page, the document, click, you know, the event, we will see the word clicked on the console. So this is what an event listener does. It puts, it creates an event of your choice. I can change this click to, I can make this say k down. Will it work? Let's see. Bam. Right now I don't know if you can see, but I press some keys on the keyboard, and as you can see, the number goes up, you know, it goes up because I basically told the application to, whenever a key is pressed, log the word clicked on the console. So this is what an event listener does, but we don't want that. We want something else. We want something cooler. So to the document, add a click event add a click event to the document. So this is what it says, and this is the say event or element. Yes, because I will need this, because I have to know where I am. Like I have to specify what will happen if I click to a specific place on the page. You see right now with this code, whenever I click to anywhere on the page, doesn't happen anything. Why? Well, of course it couldn't, because we have an if statement here. It says do something, do this, do, like, add to the target of the add to the class list of the target of the cursor, the done class list. Sorry, it's difficult to turn them into natural language, isn't it? So I want to whenever oh my god, uh, add the class list of done to the target of the cursor. But when and in which condition? There's a condition. If the target of the cursor is a list element, li element, which we have only 3 li elements here, like you see li, these are list elements. So I can click this, and since this is an h2 element, nothing will happen. Same with this. But when I click this, you see they change, that there's this line through. So this is what's doing. The done class is invoked here. So whenever I click one of them, at the done class, and it's wonderful. Since we use toggle, I can just toggle like this, like you click, there's a line, you click again, no line, tack, 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 tack. Okay, so I mean, it's already pretty cool, imagine, like, it's basic to the application, and it takes like a couple of minutes to build this. So cool, already so cool. So what can I do? I mean, I wrote many things here, but some of them are not necessary, maybe. So let's do something else. Let's add an element. Let's add an element to our to-do list. How can we do that? Well, I have to use. What the hell is this? I have to use append child, because I need to append something. That this is what's this is the lingo of the document object model in JavaScript. Append. They use append. So add something. Insert. So insert. So append. Okay. Well, I have to be careful about where I am going to append, or insert my element in the DOM. Because, like, if I want to insert something inside the wrapper, okay, let's let's see how it's gonna be. We have wrapper. Do we have wrapper? We don't have wrapper. Const wrapper document query selector wrapper. Now we have wrapper. Now const new element. It's wonderful. It's just wonderful. It is just wonderful. My God. Tack. Now, what did I do here? So it's just Copilot. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So here I chose the wrapper, which is the div class, the thing that contains everything in my page, basically. So, and then I said I want to create a new list element called new element, and I want to add that new element a class of element, which all my list elements share. And I want to add a text content of new item, because it's a new item. And here, this is my wrapper, which grabs this. I want to append this new element, insert the new element into this wrapper. And when I did this, it will insert the element to the last available place. So here, it inserted here, It's here right now. Like, so this is a comment in HTML. So this will not be shown on the web page, as you can see. But I don't want this. I mean, the only reason that I'm showing you is that so you can see that I can do it depends, it changes its behavior on where I choose to insert my element. So instead of, let's put this rover, sorry, wrapper, not rover, here, because why not? Instead of the wrapper, I want to add this new item to the to-dos unordered list, so that it will be above this input field. I want it to be inserted here. Tack. If I want to insert it here, I have to grab the element that contains that area, you know? So todos, and we have todos, right? Todo list. So instead of wrapper, I will just put to-do list here, and let's see what will happen. Bam! I have a new item. That's really cool. That's really cool. Like, I have a new item. But I want to do some other things. I can do this too, right? To-do list, remove. Oh my god. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I can remove the first element. I can remove any element. I can remove the element I just put here too. I can remove the first element. As you will remember, array in this node collection uses a kind of array structure. So index starts with 0. If I say remove child, it will remove the HTML. It's wonderful. Now these are the things we can do. Okay. Now I want to do something else, like something to wrap around, you know. I want to be able to add a new item whenever I write something here and press enter. So let's first of all oh my god, it's already writing, you see. Well, we are starting by choosing the input field. Wow. Oh my god, it's oh my god, it's crazy. Will it work? Let's see. Yes, it works. Oh my god. Okay, so I mean, the thing is, before recording, I was working on what functions I will write in my code.js. As you can see, I wrote these functions. So, you know, I was practicing what should I do, what should I show. I mean, this is my first course, and I know it's gonna be kind of disorganized, but I want to make it as clear as possible I can. So I was writing, and since I was writing, now it knows, like Copilot knows about the things, like what I might write, so it directly suggests. But it's okay. I mean, it's wonderful. It makes life easier as a developer. So what's going on here? What did we do? Oh my god. We grab the input field by document query selector, this id sign, and input. I could have done this in this manner too, get element by id, but this time if I say get element by id, I cannot specify the id. It will work fine. It will work the same. Tack. You see? So you can either use get element by id or query selector, but if you use query selector, you have to specify that it is an id or class, whatever you are choosing, And if I say get element by ID, I don't have to specify something like this, and it won't get if it's not an ID, because it's getting element by ID. Then I'm creating a create element function. So which is again an document event listener, kdown event listener, which we have seen previously. It happens whenever something on the keyboard is pressed, and it has an if condition. So if the kdown is enter, so if enter is pressed, bam, what will happen? If enter is pressed, sorry, create a new variable called new item with document create element li. Excuse me. Wonderful. Then let's add the class list of element to this new item. Let's give let's give it the text content of input field value. What? You know, like I want to create a new element, but I want to be able to decide what is that element, like go shopping, buy headphones. I don't know. So I want to be able to specify what is going to be the text content of this new element. So it gets it from, we specified input field here. We grab the element with the ID of input, which is here, which is this element, and when we are creating the element, we say that its text content should be whatever inside of this input field. So input field value, this is how you get what is inside in input field. We can do it like, we can check like this, the input field value. Now you see buy headphones is on the console, and it can change whenever I change it. You see, now I have this weird thing, but I don't want it. So this is what value does. And after making sure that it has the value of the input field, I want to insert this new item to the to-do list, which is the unordered list element, and then I want to rechange the value of this input field to an empty string, because like if I didn't do this, now I press enter, the new buy headphones is added to my list, but like whenever I want to add a new item, I have to delete this. It's annoying, so just make sure that do something else, but it's deleted. So yeah, what can we do? I think this is enough. It's a bit disorganized and maybe even complicated. If it's complicated, sorry, but this is what I wanted to show. I wanted to show that it's very basic. Actually, it's the mindset, the mindset. It's just, you have the HTML file, you have JavaScript file. With JavaScript, with some language, using some commands, you can go and grab something on the HTML and do stuff with it. Like, I mean, you can do this on the HTML. You can remove things, like let me remove something again. Yeah, oh my god, let's create a remove element. Whoa. Const remove element. Yes. Not on k down. I want to do it on click. Okay. No. Definitely not. How can we do this? Let's, yeah, of course we are not going to do this. So if it's a Lee element, oh my god, will it work? I don't think so. Oh my god. Bum. I was gonna use remove child, but this works too. Oh my god. So right now, I was actually thinking getting the uh, getting the index of the element that I clicked and use remove child. Maybe let's try, because this is very easy. This is just too easy. Let's stop this. Oh my god. No. Yes, we can do it like this too. Tuck, tuck, tuck. So what's going on here? On click, normally when we clicked, it was drawing a line through with the done class. With our new remove element function, we are adding a click element to the document that will remove the target of the mouse click if that target tag name is Lee, because our tag name is Lee. So instead, remove title. Instead of element, let's do it remove title. Let's remove the title. If a target ID you see, it's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. Now, since we changed our function a little bit, if I click the elements, you see the list items, they are not getting deleted. They show their usual behavior. But if I click on to-do list, boom, it's gonna be deleted. Why? Because I said if the target of the cursor's ID is title, which is this, I mean, if it's this element, then remove this title element, which we have defined at the very beginning, const title document get element by ID title. Remove that element from wrapper. And I think that's all. I mean, this is what DOM manipulation is. There are other things like you see I have developer Mozilla. What can we do? I mean, this is the best place to look about web development. So there are many things in the DOM, but if you get the idea how it's working, like what is it in the most basic sense, it's just go grab something, mold it, do something with it. Then you can just Google things. Like, I mean, honestly, most of the things are not in my mind directly, like I have to Google things, I have to use Copilot, I have to use ChatGPT, but I mean, this is how it goes. Like, once you get the logic, you don't have to memorize anything. Like, you can just use Google. Anyway, that was it. I hope I was able to help someone out there. I hope my next tutorial will be better, and I'm better, and I'm better. But this is it for today. Hope to see you guys again soon. Ciao.